So something slightly different today from the regular boring crap that the Inghams usually put out. And they know that it's boring and they have nothing else to film other than going to beaches, pools, shopping malls, etc. So they've come up with something slightly different, and that is taking questions from their iFam and asking their children. Yes. So before anybody comes at me, all the people featured in today's video are 13 and above, which by law you're allowed to exploit. It says it's there in the fine print of YouTube's little thingy, right? You're allowed to exploit them for money because, 13 plus, that's the age of exploitation, isn't it? Something like that anyway. So yeah, we're gonna have a look to see what these teens like and dislike and everything else, because it's so interesting what children, what their views are. I'm not saying that kids' views don't count. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not. Anyway, I just find it a little bit weird that people, by the way, grown adults, Sarah, would ask your kids things, right? Would ask your kids or want to know things about your children. Don't you find that a little bit weird? Potentially 50 plus year olds asking your kids questions. You don't think it's a little bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, but we're gonna have a look at this today, see what you think, maybe pass one or two comments.
Just a girl dreaming about book boyfriends.
How did you know?
Oh Christ, not book boyfriends again. So after the last time book boyfriends was mentioned on a vlog, I went and Googled it, right? Because I know it's a TikTok trend now. I know it is. It's a TikTok book talk trend, right? But it has been around a lot longer than TikTok, I think. Mainly from book people who read books. It's I don't know what the fuck. It's just like people who have it's the characters, it's their ideal boyfriend, something like that. I don't know. TikTok didn't invent it, but I think TikTok has exacerbated the problem. Yeah.
Every single second of the day, I go to sleep thinking about these two books. I wake up thinking about these two books. I couldn't sleep for hours last night. I even had this bit watch that beeps every hour twice because I was thinking about these books and I couldn't sleep.
That's not normal.
It's not normal.
Okay, good morning guys and welcome to today's video. So this time last year, actually this exact time last year, we were on the flight moving to Dubai.
That's right, it was a year ago now. Wow. Congratulations, Sarah. You've lasted a year in Dubai. How was your first year in Dubai been? What's that? You haven't spent a year in Dubai since you moved there? Where have you been all this time that you've been living in Dubai? All this time you've lived in Dubai for a year, haven't you? How have you not actually been in Dubai for a year if you've lived there for a year? Oh my God. What do you mean you've only been there for like 4 months? Fucking hell. Seriously. I don't know. Congratulations, I guess. First year in Dubai. How many shops have you been to? How many pools have you been to? How many beaches have you been to? How many malls have you been to? Have you done anything else other than the above?
Memories?
It's been a whole year since we moved to Dubai. Like how? How has a whole year already passed? It's gone so quick.
Crazy.
And I actually remember when we moved here thinking on the flight, I wonder where we'll be, just in our lives in a year's time.
What do you mean, where will you be in your lives in a year's time? You'll be in Dubai, presumably, as you've moved there, but you'll also still be doing YouTube. Your kids will still be being flogged for YouTube. Nothing will change. Nothing ever changes in your lives. Nothing. Except for you moving to Dubai.
And this is where we are, loving life still. So lucky. Right. Last year also, one thing that we did on our channel here is we filmed a Q&A individually with each of our children.
Yes, I remember. I can proudly say that I never ever watched it. And I still to this day have not watched it. Didn't want to watch your 6 children being interviewed by you. I don't know why anybody would want to watch your kids be interviewed or ask them questions in general. It's just a little bit weird, but there you go.
And you guys seem to love it. And I don't know why, but I was thinking about it last night and I thought, you know what, tomorrow, we're not really doing too much. We're in the house. Let's just film one of those. So I asked on our family Facebook group questions and I thought, let's answer them. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to answer some questions individually with each of my children. So we're going to do the older 3 girls and then maybe a few with Jason Mila, but I don't know if Jason Mila will want to answer questions. So if they don't, then I won't be including them. But if they do, then, because I remember last time, Jason, you asked me some questions. So maybe they will want to. Anyway, Isabel's eating lunch. Isla's sat drinking a disgusting drink.
Horrid. No, this one's a good one. If I had boba in it, it'd be good. But
And what are you actually drinking now?
I'm drinking a mojito.
Oh, right. She's drinking chai seeds and water. And, ugh! Vile. She wanted to try it because one of her friends drinks it or has drank it or something. So she bought 2 big bagfuls, had one, and then she was like, no.
Yeah, but you can make it with yogurt and that's nice.
Yeah. Right, I am going to put them on the spot because I've not told them the questions I'm answering. Some questions I feel like you can't give a proper answer because you need time to think about it. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes when I do things like this, I always answer the question, but then later I'm like, oh no, that's the real.
It's like when someone asks me like my favourite movies, I'm like, I don't know.
But if you thought about it, you could probably... Anyway, I am going to put you on the spot because we don't have time to be doing that. So question number 1 for Esme. What is your favourite thing to do in Dubai?
Shop?
No, for real.
Shop and eat and drink pistachios when it's nice lattes from Nero Cafe. That's my favourite.
Cafe Nero.
Yeah.
Sounds like an exciting life. Shop and drink coffee. Nothing that you couldn't do in the UK, I guess. Or is it just a Dubai phenomenon?
This is going to put you right on the spot. What is the worst thing about being a YouTube family?
I wonder if she'll get it right. Because there's so many things wrong with being in a YouTube family. I wonder if she knows what they are yet.
What's the worst thing?
Okay, let me think.
It's going to be a thinker. You got to think of something.
Okay,
and I'm really nervous to put any cuts in this because then everyone's going to be like, she cut the video so that she could...
Okay, this is quite an honest answer, okay? Kind of makes me sound lazy, but this is an honest answer. Right, the worst part about being a YouTuber is that because I'm homeschooled, I don't have to get dressed for school, right? I'd happily do my work in my bedroom in my pyjamas. But when we vlog, I don't really walk around the house in my pyjamas. So I've got to get dressed every single day.
The worst thing about being a family vlogger is that she has to get dressed. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Pyjamas right now.
Are you kidding me?
That's my
Esme?
worst.
Your worst thing about being a YouTube vlogger is that
it.
you've got to get dressed.
I love.
Also, that's extremely sad, the fact that she has to worry about being filmed in her pyjamas every day. She should be able to walk around her house, you know, doing whatever she wants to do without being worried about what she's wearing.
I love it.
To be fair, even though that sounds really like crazy, to be fair, I used to love, and we do sometimes do this, but it's not often we do this now, but and if anyone's saying they don't do this, then I'm sorry, but they're lying, right? But you can't say that you don't love some days just lounging around in your pyjamas. Whether that be your day off work, whether that be straight after you get in after school or college, whether that be on a Sunday. It's not often that we do all lounge around. Exactly. But I do just want to say that's not because we do YouTube. I don't make you get dressed on a day because we do YouTube. Even if we didn't do YouTube, I'd still be like, Esme, get up, get showered and get dressed for the day. Esme would quite happily just wallow in her bed all day long.
I'm like, Esme, you have to get
Get dressed as
pajamas
Esme.
right now.
That's true. Esme!
I just love pajamas. I don't see like the point in like obviously putting on clean pajamas. I don't wear the pajamas like I
Yeah.
I don't just wear them all week.
See, that's what I'd call though loungewear then.
Yeah.
Because you're lounging in it.
I
Yeah.
just don't find the point in putting like jeans or denim shorts on when I'm just going to be at home all day.
Yeah, true. Right, separating your time between Dubai and the UK, what's something you love about each and can't experience in both?
Okay, beaches and pools. You can't experience that in the UK unless it's like...
It's different, isn't
It's
it?
just completely
Yeah.
different.
I'm very confused by that answer. I'm actually genuinely confused. You can't experience beaches and pools in the UK. Has she been to the UK? Does she even know? Like, I used to live near a beach there. It wasn't the best, but there was lots of beaches over there in the UK. And also pools. Yeah, I used to go swimming all the time when I was young. So I don't know what she's talking about.
It is.
Like, the beaches in the UK compared to the beaches in here, they're just completely different.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, you can get some nice beaches
You can,
in like
especially
the
like
UK.
Cornwall and things.
Yeah, but they're freezing.
But they're freezing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably the best part.
Yeah, and what about something that you love about the UK that you can't do here in Dubai? You can tell what Esme, you can tell which life Esme prefers.
B&M.
You are so my child.
But you can experience B&M. Not B&M, but didn't they go to a B&M style shop in Dubai recently? So you can do that. Also, I was under the impression that Esme really didn't like cheap things. Well, she loves Shein, so maybe that's not true. Don't know.
You're my
Yeah,
child.
probably that.
Yeah. I actually
No, I thought
love
of a
this
different
one.
answer. That's actually proper my answer.
Alright, okay.
Cheap books.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my
I
gosh,
miss
yes.
the work. Every time I'm here, I miss the work so much because all the bookstore books in Dubai,
They're like £20,
they're like-
£25,
the
£30 a
prices are
book.
insane.
Yeah, they are.
Especially in like the Dubai massive library.
Yeah.
Like that's my answer.
Yeah, you can't get books for cheap. But anyway, I really like this one. If Esme could change her name to anything, what would she change it to? I love that.
Evangeline Fox.
Evangeline? Really?
Yeah.
Because you like that name? Or because of... Right.
Because then my boyfriend can call me Little Fox as like a nickname, and that is just the cutest nickname ever.
So you want to be called Little Fox?
Yeah, I need my husband to call me Little Fox, and I've got ginger hair, so it works.
So if Esme could change her name to anything, it would be Little Fox. Okay. This is quite a hard one. I feel like I don't know if you'll struggle with this one actually. What are your goals for the future and what do you want to accomplish?
Okay,
So what goals have you got? Like, what would you like to accomplish?
I really want to be a really good figure skater.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
A figure skater. I mean, I don't know much about figure skating per se, but doesn't one need to, I don't know, do figure skating in order to be a figure skater? Is that not, maybe take lessons on skating and then figure skating and see where you go, but just sat there in your pajamas all day is not going to cut it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Really, really, really want to do ice skating lessons and things like that.
Yeah.
Really want to do that. And when I think about like my future life, the only like job or goal or like what's it called? Like what I want to do with my future is like on social media. So
Yeah,
that's
Esme's-
kind of my goal.
Yeah. Esme's very... I think you're kind of different actually to the other two girls, older girls, because the other girls enjoy creating content online, but I don't feel like that's their ambition. I don't feel like that's where they want to go. I don't feel like that's where they see their whole future.
But that's how I felt like my whole life.
Yeah, but Esme, her passion is creating content.
The thing is, and I mean this with the greatest respect, how can I put this? She doesn't have any special qualities. She's a very normie. Sorry, it's true. I've heard that from other people who said that. It's not necessarily just me that's pointing that out. she doesn't have any special talent to bring to the equation, to bring people in. She doesn't have anything. No. I can't see her making a lot of money on social media, and there's a few reasons for that. One is, well, what I already mentioned. She hasn't got very many talents to bring to the table on this, but also, again, I'm just gonna have to point out that her name is really tainted. I think she needs to change her name, honestly. I'm not joking. Or drop the Ingham. Either change it or drop the Ingham, because if you are forever going to be... I know she shouldn't be judged by her dad's actions, but she's always going to be judged by her dad's actions. She's always going to be known as the daughter of the groomer, right? Whether that's right or wrong is another matter, but that's always what's going to happen. It's like now with Isabel. You know, Isabel is nearly 20. She gets comments all the time about her dad or stepdad. Esme already gets comments. She's already fending off comments about her dad. You know, and people are gonna like do whatever it takes, especially when Esme reaches 18, whatever it takes to stop Esme doing anything on social media. She'll never get brand deals, and she will not be able to live the life of other people her age on social media because of what her dad did. End of story. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen.
And that's not necessarily on YouTube, or that's not necessarily on TikTok. She's not actually sure where, but Esme is just a very creative person, and she loves to create content online.
I do.
So, yeah, that's a good answer. Do you have an embarrassing moment?
I've got so many. Some of them are a bit too embarrassing to share, I think.
No, you should do that. We should do a series on Esme's most embarrassing moments.
Because I feel like, especially when I was little, I was like so outgoing and like loud. I just had loads of embarrassing moments. But one of them being that this is when I was in primary school, in actual school, and I said I totally forgot that was obviously my friends would have known me from YouTube, and I was talking on a vlog about how I had a crush on this boy.
Oh, I remember this.
And that video went up, and the next day at school, all my friends went, "I know who your crush is," and then that boy that I was talking about came up to me. I was like, "I know you've got a crush on me."
Oh, sorry about that.
It was my fault.
No, it wasn't your fault. No, you're only young. That wasn't your fault.
That was probably one of my most embarrassing moments.
Aww, she learned from it anyway. Who is your biggest inspiration and why?
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, yeah, definitely Taylor Swift, because she, when she was my age, she had, written an album. She was already writing, her second one. She's just my inspiration, and she was doing concerts at my age with thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So she is my inspiration.
Ah, one word to describe each sibling. Isabel. Right.
Okay, for Isabel, I'd say she's very generous, because she always offers to buy me stuff. She doesn't ever mind buying me drinks at places. She never
Yeah, the amount of times I hear Esme say, "Oh, I forgot my card." And Isabel's always the first one to go. "It's fine, I'll just get yours."
Yeah, she is. So
she's
Isabel,
very generous.
Isla, I don't even have words to describe what Isla is, but she's just a big, crazy goofball. That's what Isla is. That's what you are. Jace is my cool boy, because me and Jace, we love Marvel. We watch Marvel movies together. When we went to IMG World, he loved going on Marvel rides with me, and we were always, I play games with Jace and Mila where I pretend I'm a princess, and then kind of role playing with them.
Yeah.
We do it all the time, so.
Yeah. Just imaginative play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mila is the craziest.
Esme.
Me. She's literally me. So if I had a child, it's literally Mila. And then Aurora's just absolutely adorable.
Yeah. And then somebody said, Esme, that I just wanted to say how much I love your fashion sense, and I'm always looking at your TikToks and Instagram for inspiration. I wanted to know where your favourite place to shop for clothes is. I need some ideas for my summer wardrobe. Thank you. So where do you look online? Where do you like to shop for clothes?
Definitely Hollister. Hollister is my favourite place to shop for clothes. Their clothes are literally so nice, especially the spring collection that came out this year. Absolutely.
Oh, we didn't go back and get those dresses you wanted
Yeah,
from...
no, I really want them. I'm still waiting to go back.
Do you know what we've not done? A flipping shopping mall day.
need
Why
one.
does it feel like
We need
ages?
one.
We'll do one this
We need
week.
to do it. We need to do a
Feels
shopping
like
day.
ages. I mean, it's probably not, but...
You're never out of the mall, Sarah. You're never out of the mall. You're always in the mall. What are you on about? You haven't done a shopping mall day for ages.
It feels like we've not been and done a shopping day for ages.
I don't feel like I've bought anything in ages. I need a shopping day.
Yeah, we need a shopping day. Okay, this is a good one as well. Esme, out of all of the countries you and your family have visited, which one would you like to spend more time in? But it can't be Dubai and it can't be the UK, obviously.
Okay.
I'm going to do some quick fire ones because there's a few here for you.
Okay, it would be Greece for definite. Because like the last time we did that road trip and we cut it short and things, like I just was desperate to go.
Explore.
Because all the van trips we've been on, it's always been my favourites are both the one that we went to Greece in.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah,
So I'd love to spend more time in Greece.
Yeah, and then as quick as you can answer these ones, what's your favourite thing you have at home?
My bookshelves. I miss them so much.
What would you choose if you had to choose one meal for the rest of your life?
Raccoon's chicken tenders.
Cuckoos, oh my gosh, yes. If you could, who would you choose if you could be friends with a fictional character?
Shannon Launch, because I'd take a man.
Esme, Ingham! We're ending on that. No!
So I don't know who that was, but whoever it was, Esme would like to be her friend so that she could take her man, apparently.
Okay, it's now Isla's turn.
I had to change my outfit because I exploded a Coke all over myself.
Nice. Right, Isla. You are now an inspiration for lots of little dancers who see you and want to be like you when they grow up. Which, first of all, I'm just going to say, what a lovely comment.
It's really nice. That is like my favourite thing to hear in the world, knowing I look up to other dancers. That's like such a nice thing to know that some little dancers look up to me.
Yeah, that's really cute. Leading me on to the question, but which dancers inspire you?
I have two. So my two are Natalia Ospeva, I think I'm pronouncing the second name right, and Marianela Nunez.
Oh, I have
Yes,
no idea who they are,
my
Isla, but that's
two,
amazing.
Like biggest inspirations for ballet dancers. They're just.
You have to show me some of their work
Oh well.
when you get a spare moment.
Oh well.
What do you like about them?
For Marianela, I like her facial expression she does when she's dancing. Her key is my favourite.
Her what?
Key.
Yeah, cool. No idea what that is either.
It's just my ballet flavor.
We need to talk more about your ballet.
Yeah.
I clearly am not taking enough interest in your life, Isla.
You laugh about it, Sarah, but it's embarrassing, to be honest. Your child has researched the ballet school that she wants to go to, found out where it is, probably enrolled herself, and you probably haven't even met her ballet teacher, you know? That's how little interest you actually take in Isla's life. She wanted to do something, so she found out a way of doing it, all right? Because she knew that her useless parents, would never ever help her get there.
So Key, which is basically just a ballet play.
Yeah.
Not called Key, but she's one of the characters, and she's just my favourite. It's my character. Because of her facial expressions, especially in Act 1, and then for Natalia, like her turns and how fast she is and how energetic she is, and her and Giselle.
And her what? Oh, yeah.
And how she plays her, she's just amazing. They're my two
Aww. That's a nice answer, Isla. Okay, number 2. What do you all... It says all because this is a question for all of you, but what do you aspire to do when you get older, and how are you going to achieve that?
So I have two biggest dreams. So one of them is a professional ballerina, which is just amazing, being able, just like the two dancers I just listed, like doing all the cool roles, stuff like that. and just living that life, and then second is being an actress.
So she aspires to be an actress. That's good. That's good. But you know what would also help with that, Sarah? Talking to you, Sarah. Yeah. If you put her in acting school or something, you know, try and encourage these things that she dreams of being. Because if she just sits there and does nothing about it, then she's not going to be that actress, is she? You know, she's not going to do it. If she wants to do it, then you're going to have to try and help her get there to achieve her dreams.
Ooh, and what type of actress would you like to be? What would you like to be in, like?
Romance. She wants to play Prison Break. And I have to be the main character.
Oh, okay.
But anything like that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. When I was your age, I wanted the same. What is your most embarrassing moment?
Okay, wait, let me think about this. You've got so many. I did the car one. Which one? The one in the car recently with Dad. Oh, we were all playing music. It's not that embarrassing, but it's embarrassing to me because I find every single little thing in the world embarrassing. So, we was playing music in the car, and me and the girls were taking in turns on songs, and I put on Every Breath You Take by the Police.
Oh my gosh! I was thinking just then when you were saying, what happened in the car? Like, I don't remember an embarrassing moment.
And then Dad kept pressing skip, and then Isabel was going, Dad, stop! And I was like, what's going on? And then Dad went, oh, but it's Every Breath You Take, it's the awfulest song in the world.
It's the most boring.
Yeah, Dad doesn't like songs like that, he likes upbeat, like Dad likes Bring Me the Horizon.
And all of a sudden we're blaring out in the car. From all these Bring Me the Horizon upbeat was, here is the beauty.
And then for that whole song, I was just like, please get the song off now.
You shouldn't care.
I have so many embarrassing moments.
That's not really embarrassing.
It's not so embarrassing, but I promise you when I say I have so many.
Isla gets embarrassed over the smallest thing. She's like, oh no, I can't.
No, I can't.
What is your favourite ballet move?
Don't know if it's classed as a move, more of a combination, but Grand Allegro and pirouettes on Dedash. And yeah, Cézanne doublé.
Pardon?
Cézanne doublés.
Yep.
Their names! They're so symbolic.
Hey, we are not laughing at you. We are proud of you. I think it's really impressive that over the last year, I'd say, Isla's really found a passion for ballet, and she's worked so flipping hard, like online with an online tutor that she had before, also in her own time, like on her own, and now at her ballet school. Like, she researched, she found the ballet school, she looked at all the ballet schools here in Dubai.
Every single one in Dubai.
She worked out which one she wanted to go to. Isla's done it all on her own.
Yes, and that's very commendable of her, but she shouldn't have needed to do that all on her own if her useless parents had just taken an interest and tried to you know, do it for her and help her with it. But you just didn't want to, did you?
And even though I'm laughing now, I'm not laughing because I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing because I'm embarrassed for my own self, because you're sounding very grown up to me right now, knowing all these big terms and phrases that I don't know. So I'm laughing because I'm proud of you.
That's
and you're
why
really
they
cool.
sound silly sometimes.
French, yeah.
They're French.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really proud of Isla and her ballet. Right, if you got to choose anywhere in the world to spend your perfect day, where would it be?
Can it be like...
I know this one.
Okay.
Wait, let me think what's it called. 1 minute.
Because I have two. But you say what you think mine is first.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I think your perfect place to spend the day would be Fox River.
No, it actually would. No, but the real
Prison
place,
Break.
in real life.
Oh, I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. I was joking. Yeah, where would be your perfect day, basically?
If I could be anywhere in the world, I could go to and spend a day. Well, you're kind of right, because I really want to visit the prison, Fox River, because it looks really cool. But then my second would be going to one of my dream ballet schools, which I have 3. And just at any of them for a day, just like doing all that cool stuff. That would be so cool.
That would be so cool
Imagine that.
to go and experience one of those.
That's like, people get summer intensives there, and they get to spend like however many, like maybe a week or 5 days,
Yeah.
or 2 weeks or 3 weeks there. just doing every single day, do ballet and stay like a dorm and stuff. That's like such a cool thing. I'd love to do that.
That is really cool. What are your must-have qualities in a best friend? Oh, we were just speaking about this yesterday at dinner time, weren't we?
Okay, so I have a couple things, and I'm not strict with best friends because, you know, I'm just whatever.
A friend's a friend, right?
A friend's a friend. So.
But Isla was talking to me about this because we were talking about how Isla's got a group of friends, but she's only got 2
that I've really trusted.
that she really trusts and she's told anything to.
I've told them to everything.
Yeah.
So these 2 people. So they have to, like, I don't like it when I have a friend and they talk about their friends, bad about them, to me, behind their backs.
That's what we were talking about yesterday.
So my friend would have a friend and they're talking about their friend, like bad about them, to me. And then the next day they hang out with them saying, oh, I love this girl, she's such my bestie. That's just not a true friend, that's being really fake. And then I think that if they're doing that to them, they're probably doing it to me as well. So people like that, I don't tend to trust as much.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, it's not a nice thing to be talking about your friends behind their backs.
No.
Not something I would do, and it's not something that I like in a quality of a best friend.
But we're talking about what are the must-have qualities, not what don't you like. So what quality? So trust, basically.
Yeah. So trust. Just because I don't know.
I'd say trust's a good one.
Trust, trust definitely a good one. Definitely have to trust. How many does it say?
No, just what do you look for in a friend, basically.
So trust, wanting to hang out, but not wanting to like hang out and just be sat on our phones the entire time, and maybe doing TikToks the whole time. I want to be able to hang out and talk to you.
Yeah, I love that you.
Like
I love that.
I don't want to, because sometimes I'd go hang out with a friend and then we'd just be doing TikToks the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no, because I don't really want to be like, you know, I don't want to do TikToks with you, but I don't like hanging out with someone and then we do TikToks the whole time. So it's not
I actually had a friend who used to come to my house all the time, like every week, but just sit there on the phone the whole time. It used to drive me insane. I was like, just stay in your own house and do that.
I know, like, why do you come sit in my room?
Yeah.
To just sit on your phone.
Yeah.
So that's, I'd say loyalty.
That's a good quote. That's a good one, Isla. Right, who are your? We've already done that. Your favourite dancers that inspire you. Where would you like to live when you grow up?
Okay. That's kind of hard. Paris, I think.
Ooh.
Paris, because I can't leave people to Paris. I can't live without you. It's fine, you'll be rich. You can fly over every weekend. Everyone thinks I'm a bit, not weird for this, but it's a bit of a place to live. Not because of anything bad, it's just like a place that
I think a lot of people
wouldn't pick.
No one in our family would pick to live there.
Paris, but the reason is because I love everything there. It's so cool. It's so like chic.
Ballet,
the opera. And I'd love to go to the. Do you know Ballerina, the movie?
Yes.
I watched Ballerina as a child. My favourite movie. Like the opera there, and it's like a real place, and that's just amazing. Imagine attending there. It'd be so cool. And then also just living there and like being able to. I don't know.
Paris. No, I kind of get that. I do understand. I feel like in my head as well, I can make it really like rainy days with your umbrella. Like,
Imagine this like a little 3-story like white house.
Yeah. So I do get that.
Yeah. So imagine like going out. So my hair is in a big bombshell blowout style with a French
bag of baguettes.
With a French beret in the hair.
Yeah.
A nice little white blouse, a black denim skirt, a black tie, some black little boot heels, gold jewellery, proper chic little girl.
Yeah. You won't be a little girl, you'll be a big woman when you get older. Chic, big woman. But yeah, looking out your window and it's pouring down with rain, but you can see the Eiffel Tower and it's all lit up nice. Just that vibe just sounds really good.
I want to see Ladybug and Cat Noir.
You want to see what?
Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Ladybug?
Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Ladybug, Right, what's your favourite moisturising cream?
Bioma. I'll get it because there's loads of different ones. Right, so along with, I'm going to show my moisturiser as well, but someone else did ask what like my makeup routine, skincare routine is, so I only use 4 products, so at the minute I'm using this Bioma Jelly Cleanser, which is very, very nice. I love this.
You've used that for a long time actually, haven't you?
Got it at Christmas and I use this day and night.
Yeah.
Morning and night. Then this moisturiser. I do have the capsules in the bathroom, but I can't remember if it was always pink, because look,
oh yeah,
it's pink and I can't remember if it was always pink.
Oh, has anybody got that? Is it white usually?
I think Esme has it. And
Do you have that?
Pink,
Which one?
Is that pink usually?
No, I've got a different one.
Yeah, hers is different.
I think it's meant to be pink anyways, but I really like this. It's very nice.
Yeah.
So I have this, but I don't use it too often because I don't know how good it is for you, but maybe just like
Every now and again.
every now and again I use that. And then this just once a week. Exfoliator on my face.
Nice. Right, let's find a few quick fire ones for Isla. If you could only live in one country, what would it be? Where would it be?
Paris.
Paris. What's the worst thing about being in a YouTube family?
When people video me without asking me in public.
That's true. Do you know we actually get a bit of stick online, like, because sometimes people are caught, like, you know, when we're vlogging and things, there might be people in the back. That's totally different though,
Yeah.
to putting a camera on somebody and
Yeah.
purposely filming somebody.
I swear you're a moron, Sarah. I swear. Do you know it's actually legal to do that, what you've just suggested? That somebody walk up to your child in the street and start filming them. It's legal to do that. I wouldn't say it's ethically right to do it, but apparently it's legal. And the problem here is that you've made them so that they are well known and people will come up to them in the street and film them without their permission, oftentimes, probably. And it's made your child feel uncomfortable for that. So, well done.
What is the best thing about having siblings?
They're fun, they make my life more entertaining, and I can get my anger out on them sometimes.
Oh, do you miss your long hair? I don't. You have long hair actually.
Well, I have like medium like that.
Yeah, that's quite
I
long.
cut it short in April. It's long now.
Yeah, it's really long. Okay, what do you love about your siblings?
About like all of them individually, so I say individually.
Yeah, so just a quick individual thing about each one.
Isabel, this is so annoying. Isabel, very kind, very generous, always helping. Yeah, Esme, probably one of the people I'm closest to in the whole entire world. Do everything together, eat everything together. Our diets are the same, so.
Our diets are the same, what?
Yeah. I was going to say something, but she realised that she probably shouldn't say that on camera.
Oh.
Best friends.
No one would understand us.
Besties for life.
Yeah.
Jace, very cool, very just awesome, very cute, and always wants hugs and stuff like that.
Cool.
Mila, cheeky, literally
Yeah.
Esme, but she's also very cute, and I love playing princesses with her.
Yeah.
Like Esme said earlier. And Aurora, just my twin, and the cutest little OP girl ever.
Describe your childhood in 3 words.
Owls.
Owls.
Yeah, remember her
Owls?
bedroom?
She was like an owl. She was in that,
owl
which
girl.
Anna was like young, like Mila's age. It was,
Yeah, I know she-
World was in an owl phase.
I know she likes little owls, but I'm quite surprised that's how you describe your childhood.
Mum, my bed was an owl, my walls were an owl, my TV was an owl, my teddies were an owl.
You're making it sound terrifying. They were cute owls.
They were
I
cute
liked owls. No, but I mean, like, describe how you feel like your childhood's been. Like 3 words on how you feel like, if you look back on your childhood, when you're old and you're 90
okay.
and you're saying to your grandchildren, my childhood was...
What are you doing? Let her answer the fucking question. She's already answered. Her answer was owls, right? That's not a wrong answer. That's a nice right answer. You asked her, how did she see her childhood? Her answer was owls. What's wrong with that? This is another example, Sarah, of you being controlling. You're trying to control the situation, trying to get the right answer. When her right answer was owls, I see nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You want a different approach to it, but it's got nothing to do with you. Let her answer in the way that she wants to answer.
You're not going to say my childhood was owl, are you?
Adventurous, very fun, and really like family quality, if that makes sense.
Family orientated.
Yes.
Family orientated.
Yeah.
That's nice, Els. Thanks, Isla.
Bye.
I'm going to go ask Isabel some now. Just got up to leave and I went, what to say it again?
I love answering questions. I wanna do
She's like, is there
more.
definitely no more for me? I really love doing
I
that.
love doing Q&As, they're funnest.
They are. But no, Fortunately not, because otherwise this video is probably going to be like 6 hours long. I'm going to go ask Izzy some now.
Don't forget your phone.
Phone? Yep. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Oh yeah.
So it abruptly ended there just after Isabel was supposed to be next up. Apparently she's going to be tomorrow, and the rest of the kids are also going to be tomorrow. So look forward to that, shan't we? I don't really want to watch the younger ones answering questions, because who wants to know what they've got to say? Kids should be seen, not heard. I'm joking, but they shouldn't be on show. Really, they don't know what they're being on show for. They can't consent to it, so you know, sucks to be you, Sarah, doesn't it? Yeah, that was exciting. That showed Sarah Ingham up for being the moron and what's the word? Unavailable, emotionally unavailable, physically unavailable. I don't know. She's sort of unavailable to her kids. You know, she's not very with it, is she? You know, she's quite a neglectful mother. But don't forget, she gives them an hour a day up in the bedroom for a little chat, one-on-one time. Love it. Anyway, if you have appreciated this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.